Welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. Little gets the blood boiling. Quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the LSU Tigers and the Auburn Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, the Tigers head coach told me pregame he is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Tigers' offense will get first crack at it here. Redemption might be on their mind as they took a whipping the last time these two squared off.
They sure did, Reese, and their best players made a lot of mistakes the last time out, especially on offense. David, it's really important in this one. The stars have to play like stars. They got to stat it up, and they got to start fast.
And they got to remember what happened. They got to remember the celebration, the on-field antics, the social media, all of it that came with it. The embarrassment of last time. So, yes, your big players, they got to play big, especially in these rivalry games.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Brown wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Singleton. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
They were all over him. No way. Was that third down play turned into a disaster. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. Looks it in. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Tigers' offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And there he is, Sam Levitt. More than 300 yards passing and a couple of touchdowns last time out.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now. And the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays. Keep it.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Turns up, it's Wilson. Crosses the 35. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. LSU right back to the line. Third down, here's Durham. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not a lot of room to field this one. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll send the back in motion. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Right side, it's Singleton. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside, it's Cobb. Pass to 6. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Hits the hole. It's Cobb. Oh, he's got some space. At the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And what a way to finish things off with that 51-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as the return is stopped short of the 25. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
And, man, this offense is going to be so much fun to watch. How fast can they get it to click, right? Because every single player that we're going to highlight, whether we do talk about the receivers right now, they're all new. The offensive line's all new. The quarterback's new. Everyone in this program is new, Palmer, and it's on Kiffin to make it work and make it work quickly.
Well, the one thing you know is with this Lane Kiffin offense, these receivers are going to get theirs. They're going to get catches, and you got a really good quarterback in Sam Levitt coming over from Arizona State to give you that opportunity. So Thomas and Anderson from a year ago, those guys declare there's a big opportunity. There's a lot of spots up for grabs here for these receivers to go down the field, make a ton of plays, stat it up, and score points for this offense.
Gonna field this one in tight quarters. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Brown will throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Straight ahead, it's Cobb. He's past the sticks. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. Don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
Back's got it on the screen. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And we've seen this offense, man, that they've featured the running game, and he's done a good job of making plays, breaking tackles, being a big part of it. Now, what do? Try to slide this in here, make it look like a little bit of run, slow down those linemen that go upfield really fast, slip it to him, try to make a big play. But to me, it's more about just trying to give this guy the ball in space so he can do more damage.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Auburn going to work with another first down. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on first. Caught in the backfield. It's Cobb. Turning it up. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. A great catch and run for 6. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Running inside, it's Cobb. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
What a run by their tailback, and simply one of the best in the entire country, and his ability to make people miss is the reason why, guys. That's one thing that's just not coachable. You have it or you don't. That was something they identified in him when they were recruiting him to come play in this offense, and now it's come to fruition. Defenses have such a hard time bringing him down. This defense is going to have to do a better job gang tackling as this game goes on.
On first down, it's Bryson Washington again. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shook Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
Completes it in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Makes a man miss. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the gun, it's Washington. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. And it slips just inside that right upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the LSU sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up with the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Complete out left to Wilson. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. LSU quick to the line.
Well, I think a big question at the start of the year was, could this transfer quarterback help take this offense to the next level? And David, he's really made his mark. He has played so well up to the midway point of the season with his decision-making, with his arm talent, his playmaking ability. He's got this team thinking national championship.
Yeah, and I think that's only going to grow now, right? Like, he's getting the experience. He's been learning.
Loose in the middle. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. If I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Brown wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Kane. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick give. It's Cobb. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Rush right in his face. Breaks into the open.
Hey, he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. Man, when I'm playing defensive, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air, but now, nice job dropping back, trying to force the ball down the field, but does a really smart thing. Just kind of tucks it, takes off, and gets the first down. This guy's showing you a little bit of everything today.
He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had zero answers.
Got a little grass. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this.
Looking for the end zone. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tigers. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense. I think one thing LSU fans want to see right out the gate with this Lane Kiffin offense, can we get some balance? Durham's been here for a couple of years. You've seen some high moments, Palmer, but like they need to get this run game going. They brought in a bunch of offensive linemen in the portal, and especially a big boy over there at left tackle. Interested to see if they can get that run game going.
And they should be able to get it going, too, at LSU, because when you think about Lane Kiffin's offenses back at Ole Miss, I know everybody talks about them throwing the football, but they were always able to run it, too. And you think about guys like Quinshon Judkins and Kejuan Lacey, they always had a dude back there giving the offense balance. Running the ball successfully is something that I expect we're going to see in Baton Rouge this season. A lot of opportunities for the running backs this year.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw. It's Levitt. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
It's a new era in Baton Rouge, obviously. Lane Kiffin as the head coach, Garrett Nussmeier gone. Sam Leavitt comes in from the portal in ASU. And, David, I mean, does anybody not expect this offense to score 50 points a game, throw it up and down the field? I mean, you've got the match made in heaven, it seems like, between the play caller and the quarterback. This thing should be lights out, I think.
And Lane Kiffin always delivers, right? Like, he finds a way to have that spot play at a high level. Sam Leavitt, we've seen some highs, man. We've seen him go to the college football playoff. But he kind of reminds me of Jackson Dart. He's got that toughness, that ability to run the football. So this match together, this is why Lane Kiffin was brought in, and this is why the LSU fans are jacked up.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This time it's complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. LSU right back to the line. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that play.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
On first down, it's Durham again. They were all over it.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced.
And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Auburn sidelines, there is some really good things happening. This has turned into a ground attack. Both teams able to run the ball, but they want to answer right now, see if they can continue to get some momentum. But keep in mind, they also want that passing attack to come alive. We'll see what they're able to do right here on this drive. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the sideline. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
There he goes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Brown will throw it. Out wide right, it's Pop. Some really tough running there, gets him to the 45-yard line. Auburn lines up quickly. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Here comes Auburn to the line on first and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Back's got it on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Got it in the middle. It's Kane. The Tigers spin their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver in the middle of the field.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Fresh center downs going to the air. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Splits the uprights. Good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We start with Oregon taking on the Illinois Fighting Illini. And now to your game at Jordan-Hare Stadium. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Hey guys, checking in with the Tigers head coach. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team. Somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Moving the pocket, it's Levin. The throw. Makes the catch, it's Brown. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul.
I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. And it'll be first down for this offense after the personal foul. Caught behind the line. It's Wilson. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Looking for a big play. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the Auburn sidelines, there is some really good things happening. There is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Just feeds the running back. Enough to move the chains. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Grab behind the line. It's Cobb. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Long way to go on second down. They'll give it to Washington. At midfield, he's got room. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Tigers. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
They'll line up to go for two. Brown wants to pass. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead.
And it's more common to throw for the two-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice two-point conversion.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Wants to go up top on second down. Right side, it's Brown. Run ends there. LSU quick to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on third down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on third down. Like, everything going the other direction.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Trying to take it back. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. So here comes the Auburn offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Brown will throw it. Complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Kane.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Give to Washington again. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football. And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last 2 possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on third down, putting some drives together. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you'll have points on the scoreboard.
Out wide right, it's Brown. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
The play fake. Wilson has it over the middle. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. The short hands, it's Harris. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. The give to Caden Durham. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down.
Caught, and he's got room. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And he can make things happen, too. It's so important now. You see this all the time in college football. Running back by committee. This team has a lot of talent. They are a loaded backfield, and it's good to see this backup now getting some run in this game.
He's got it on the move. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
LSU lining up first and goal. Here's Durham. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown LSU. His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Handoff again. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Hits inside. It's Cobb. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Gets the back moving. They'll give it to Washington. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
From the red zone, it's Washington. Touchdown, Tigers! And the beatdown has ensued. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Right side, it's Brown. Showing off that weight room work as he gets across the 20 and up to the 22. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Levin. Wilson open on the right side. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Handoff, Caden Durham. Swamped immediately.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
2nd down to the air. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense got it. Takes it in. Touchdown, Tiger. They can now exhale just a little bit. That lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
And man, how awesome is that for the big fella? And he wasn't going to just fall on that loose fumble. He decided to scoop it and score, and David shows off the athleticism.
I mean, we were born to do more. We just grew out of the running back body, but we were really all running backs at heart. It's just hard when you got to go that far because you're running out of oxygen. You could tell the gas tank was low, but the big fella getting the touchdown.
The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. Have it at the 44.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here.
turning it on.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. They want that clock to run. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Dead center perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
On the return, it's Brown. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously.
Going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Here's a give to Durham. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
Finds a tight end down the gut. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Comes down, it's Brown. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Or wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.